Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, it's no makeup video related. So I was supposed to do this video like 2 months ago and I am horrible because I gave people my word that I would upload it and it's not funny, but I suck. So this video is about the military. If you did not know, if you knew, I am in the Army National Guard. I am a 68 Golf, which is a patient administration specialist, and a lot of people have questions when it comes to possibly enlisting in the military and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure anybody will want to know what they get themselves into. So I think I posted on Instagram and Facebook a while ago about if people had any questions or what they want to know about my experience, then ask the questions. And I was supposed to answer them and but I didn't, but I am now. So yeah. So the first question is, where did you go for basic and AIT? So for basic, I went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. And for AIT, I went to Fort Sam, Houston, Texas. And Texas was lit. Like, we had a lot of fun. Okay, so think of AIT. Well, for me down in Texas, it was like going to college with restrictions. Like, I went to school during the day and then for my MOS. And then at like night or after school, I was able to kick it depending on my phase. So that's a different topic. But the next question is, explain how you handled the gas chamber if you did it. So the gas chamber was nothing to play with. I was always nervous. I'm like, what if I die? What if I can't breathe? A whole bunch of crazy shit. Like, when I thought about the gas chamber, I automatically thought about the boy in the striped pajamas. If you ever seen, I don't even know if I should even compare it to that because that's like kind of horrible. But I'm like panicking the whole time. But if you know how to dock your mask and do all of that, then you should be fine. But I know after the gas chamber, I broke out, I was spitting, and it was a horrible experience. I mean, you got your battle buddies to go through it with you, so I'm not the only one that was in pain or eyes burning and stuff going in your mouth, couldn't breathe. So it was temporary pain. You got over it. Once you got through it, you was laughing and just talk about like how you could do something so crazy, because never in a million years would I ever think that I would go through a gas chamber just to go through it, you know. So it was pretty crazy. The next question was, why you do that shit? So I did it primarily because of the benefits, but I also have a lot of friends in the military and they are not active duty. I have some in the military that's active duty, but majority of them are like reserves or National Guard, and they serve 1 weekend in a month and 2 weeks in the summer. And other than that, they're going to college. Like the college expenses is paid for, and they're living a normal life. So I'm like, oh, I can do that. But it took me a while to enlist because I wanted to know everything. So, but really for the benefits, they have a lot of benefits. I know for National Guard we have so they say part-time, but you still receive full-time benefits. So we are receiving the same benefits that a lot of active duty people are receiving, but we're not on active duty. So that's like the plug. But yeah, I really did it for the benefits. So let me find the next one. And I'm looking at my computer, so I have the screenshots of what people was asking. The next question is, I really want to know your MEPS experience. And this girl right here, her name is Kariana. Her name is Kariana, and I think she just left like Monday. Excuse me. And I feel horrible because I told her I would upload this video by like Saturday before she left so she can see it and then reflect on my experience. And I feel horrible, but I'm getting it out. She still be on Facebook though, so I don't know if she reception and got her phone, but I don't know. But she said, I really want to know how your MEPS experience went. I don't even remember what MEPS stands for. I think the last time I went through MEPS, it's probably last year. And before that, I think it was the year before that, before I actually left for training. I went to training in 2018, so like 2 years ago, and I left in May. But MEPS is pretty much where you go through a lot of screening. So you do like dental, they check your eyes, health, you do shots. So like, do you do shots? I don't even remember. You probably go through like a questionnaire. I just know MEPS is long as hell because you got a lot of people going around the same time. So it was decent, I guess. I got done in a day. Although I went up there the night before, spent the night in a hotel, and yeah. Oh, and I think MEPS is when you actually like raise your right hand and you swear in and shit like that. Yeah, I guess it was pretty cool. I guess, I don't know, I don't remember. How was it when you first got off the bus at Basic? Dude, okay, so when I first got off the bus at Basic, where did I even meet? Oh, so this is a long story because I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, if you did not know. So from Milwaukee, I think I flew into Chicago, and then I flew into, I don't know. I think I had like 2 flights, and the weather was horrible. So I think my flight was delayed to like the next morning. I was supposed to be at training that next morning. So, well, I was supposed to be in Oklahoma around that time, but I was just not getting on the flight to Oklahoma. And it was raining super bad. So I'm like nervous. I'm like, what if I can't go to training because my flight delayed? Like, I was thinking so many things. And when I finally got to Oklahoma, in the airport, they got, this is completely off topic, but I fuck it, I'm gonna still talk about it. So first we got picked up from the airport. It was me and a group of other people, and we got picked up from like a big ass coach bus. They drove us to base. I think the base from the airport was like an hour away. I don't even remember, but I'm gonna guess. So we got on base. The first thing you go through is reception, and I think that's right before you go to like your company. And I was in reception for like a week, so we still did PT. We was in the barracks. The barracks is basically where you stay, and what we do, clean and I don't know, BS. So that's where I was staying before I actually went, and it's all on the same base. So when I first got off the bus, you got the drill sergeants, and the drill sergeants are the one that wear those little hats, and I forgot what they call it, and they yell at you for no reason, and they had the girls on one side, the boys on the other side. It's my walk in a straight line, no talking, put your phones up, and then they told us to pull out our phones, call your parents, tell them that you made it here safe, and power your phone off, and we're gonna collect them. And I'm like, Mama, I made it here, and they yelling. That was fucking horrible, dude. I'm like a 5-minute phone call. It probably wasn't even 5 minutes. I think I just had to tell them like I made it here safe, click. And then my mom like, whoa, and then I had to hang up, and I'm just looking at everybody like, I am worried, I'm scared, because what the hell did I just get myself into? But yeah, when I first got off the bus at Basic, it wasn't the bus to my company, it was the bus to reception. From the reception, you get placed in your company, and that's when training starts. But when I first got there, dude, they was just yelling for no reason. They had put your phone up and take your phone out, call your mama, tell her that you're here safe. And I'm just worried because I'm not knowing what to expect. I'm so far away from home, and I'm just like, but the next question is, what was the hardest part about Basic? Is it more physical than mental? I think the hardest part about Basic for me was being away from home for a long period of time. I mean, like, I go away from home. Like, when I was in college, I lived an hour away. I was away from home, obviously, but that was at my own will. Like, I had a car. I can drive to and from home if I wanted to. I was gone from my mom, my friends for months. I didn't have my phone. So I think the hardest thing was for me was adjusting to that. Not being able to pick up my phone and call my friends or my mom, or I don't know, like being on somebody else's time, being on somebody else's schedule, doing a lot of things that I'm not used to, like the gas chamber. I'm afraid of heights, so I did the Trailwell Tower, and that's basically, what the fuck you call it, like reclining or rappelling off the little tower. What was my rucking miles? It's hot as hell. I was not this light in training. I think I'm gonna insert pictures, and I was like black as fuck. Like, it was horrible. The heat, I'm from Wisconsin, so I'm pretty much used to it, but that shit was hot in full gear. And pretty much just doing stuff that I wouldn't do on a regular. Like, that was the hardest part for me, because I had to do it in order to pass training. And then the second part was, is it more physical than mental? I feel like it's more mental, because a lot of the physical stuff that I feel like I couldn't do, I did. And that was all because my drill sergeants, yeah, they yell at you, but they also motivate you to do this shit. And then also your battle buddies, like, we in this shit together, so we finna have to motivate each other to get through it. So we tested each other, and I think making stuff competitive against one another made it fun, because I'm a competitive person, so I'm like, okay, fuck it, we finna do it. But you meet some cool people, and they get you through training. So I think it's more mental than physical. If you don't got the right mindset for it and you feel like you can't do it, then you just only bring yourself down. So at first I was a crybaby. Like, in the beginning of training, I was always crying, like, I want to go home and I can't do this, it's so hard, I've never done this, how I'm gonna do it. And then you meet other people that is feeling the same way, but the only way we can get through this, and I have to stay there for months and months after, you just have to motivate each other. You have to have a right mindset, strong mindset. And it was pretty cool. But once you get through your phases and get towards the end of training, it was fun. Like, you was about to graduate, and it feels really good knowing that you really got through that shit. The next question was, what made you want to join? Pros and cons of the military. I think I answered the first part, what made you want to join. The pros and cons of the military. So the cons are, well, right now in this era with the COVID-19 stuff going on, the pandemic, it's really nothing like really set in stone. Like, a lot of the stuff, as far as my drill dates, they tell you weeks before, and I don't let my employer know. I just feel like it's really really unorganized right now. I would say the cons are, like, if you get called for a duty, like, would you state active duty, like National Guard. I know we get called for that shit a lot. Well, now we are, but like, you have to go. Like, if you have a vacation plan, you will have to go. You will have to cancel it. And although it's not like active duty, like, you're not doing that shit every day, it's taking up a weekend or a month, 2 weeks in the summer. I don't like being in the field. I feel like it's fucking horrible. When I was in the field in basic training, like, I didn't shower for a week. Like, that shit was horrible. Like, I don't know. I think I would do another video on, like, my field experience or what we did as far as the forge. Like, that stuff is a lot. But the pros, I would say the education benefits. It covers college. Another thing is the tuition reimbursement. The National Guard has a tuition reimbursement, and every semester I think you got to get a 2.0 or higher, or a C or above, and they reimburse you tuition. So I go to UW Whitewater. It's in Wisconsin. It's like an hour away from Milwaukee. And if I get a C or above, or a 2.0 or above, I forgot which requirement it is, they reimburse me tuition for that semester, which is like $3,000 or $4,000 of extra money going in your pocket. So that's motivating for you to do good in school, and then extra cash. Okay, so I feel like that's one of the pros. Another pro is, I feel like just knowing, not the pride, but knowing that you got through like rigorous training, a lot of shit that a lot of people can't do, a lot of shit a lot of people won't do. Like, we doing a lot of stuff that only 1% of the population is doing. And I think I have a shirt that I got from training that say 1%, because literally it's like 1% of the population is doing this stuff. So it makes me feel good, because at first I really doubted myself, but I feel great that I actually did it and I got through it. So That's pretty good. But I'm pretty sure it's more, but I can't really think of it. The discounts, I guess. It's a lot of discounts. A lot of people look up to you. Yeah. But also, I feel like when people hear that you're in the military or see you in your uniform, they automatically think like you can do almost anything. I feel like a lot of people, like when I'm playing around with my friends, or you know how the boys want to play fight and shit, they automatically be like, oh, she in the army, she can, like I didn't know how to do this shit before. Like they automatically just think like I learned my whole life in the military. Like I don't know how to explain it, but that's irritating. But my friend Kamaya McKelvey, we've never met in person, but we've always stayed connected, whether it was through text messages, Instagram, Facebook. And she actually helped me before I think I first enlisted, or before I even left. And I don't know if she's a specialist or a corporal. I think she's a specialist. And I don't know if she lives in North Carolina or she lives somewhere, but I think she's active duty. But she's always giving me pointers, tips, and tricks on how to get through basic training and AIT. She always motivated me and encouraged me. So shout out to you. Thank you for believing in me. I remember I texted her like, I got through it. I'm about to graduate. It was the best feeling ever. To know we were still connected too. But she asked me, that was completely off topic, but she asked me, was there anything you expected? I think before I left, I was looking at videos on YouTube, like Fort Sill, Oklahoma basic training. And a lot of the videos was like team building. So you seen a lot of the soldiers climbing on shit, holding hands, helping each other. But they wasn't showing the yelling and all the extra shit. So when I got there, I was thrown off. I was surprised. But I wouldn't put it past the military because I've heard stories. But was it anything that I expected? Somewhat. It wasn't, I didn't expect it to be peaches and cream, like you going there on vacation type shit, but I definitely got it handed to me. It was a rule, like it was a good wake-up call when I got there, because, woo! And when I first got to my company, dude, it was horrible. It was hot. First off, we walked from reception to my company on the other end of Oklahoma. Not the other end of Oklahoma, but on the base, as far as where the basic training part is at. Our shit was way in the back, and I'm carrying all my bags, like book bags, and I got big ass green totes, and I'm just like, oh my, it was hot. People falling because it's hot as hell. We trembling over each other. They yelling and shit like, get the bags up. We have to hold the bag over our head. And I'm just like, I can't do this shit. I play basketball, but I've never been that physical. But that shit was, when we got there, they doing shit on purpose, like misplacing people's bags. We running around the whole company like, where's my bag? They're like, get your bag. I remember I got yelled in my face. I almost cried, man. I almost cried. I had to sit there and suck it up like. And then they finally, I think they gave us our phone backs or something, but they had told us to call our mom, said that we made it to our company. We had to give them the address of our company so they can write us letters and send us care packages. And I'm just like, Mama, they I remember just crying so much when I get on the phone, dude. It was just so crazy. And she said, are you crying? And I'm like, yeah, I want to come home. And she was like, you got it, baby. And the drill sergeant just laughing at me. And I'm like, ah! Like, you fucking pussy. But yeah, that's all the questions for this one. It's probably more, but this is what I see. So if y'all want to know more about my experience, like dive in specifically on like the forge, what I did in the forge, the hammer, it's something else. Like any specific experiences y'all want me to touch base on, like what to pack when you first leave out to basic training, any of that, y'all want me to make another video, just let me know. Comment on this, hit me up on my social media, any of that. But if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Go look at my other videos that I posted. It's makeup videos, but go look at the other videos that I have posted and like, comment, and subscribe. Touch on, comment, put on the post notifications, okay? So y'all can see when I post. And y'all can be right there and tune in. But that is it. Thank y'all for watching. Your girl a soldier. I got through it. I did it. So if I did it, any one of y'all can do it. And yes, I'm girly. I got the nails on. I got to take these motherfuckers off in a couple weeks. Because I got drilled. But, thank y'all for tuning in. And we are out.